Instead of trying to bail out troubled states like California and Illinois, why don't you just let them go belly up and declare bankruptcy? A new report suggests that just might be the right way to go. Joining me now is attorney Mark Levine from D.C. Okay, Levine, I say let them go belly up. You know why? Then they can break those onerous, saddling, choking pension programs. Let them break them, renegotiate them, get these states back in fiscal health.
You know what, Eric? I always love coming on and Follow the Money with you because it's very easy to follow the money for you. You want to soak up every last nickel and dime from hardworking Americans in a big funnel and send it all over to the billionaires. This would do exactly what you want to do. Make working people poor, grab their pensions, put more people homeless, make more people have your health care bills and foreclosures, and make sure those billionaires get those tax cuts, right?
Hard. This isn't on the verge. Stick with me here. I'm for people working hard, keeping the money that they earn. You, on the other hand, are for people working hard and giving their money in taxes and then letting that money go to people who aren't working so hard. A little different.
Eric, unionized people work hard. I would suggest to you they actually work a lot harder than the investor class that just sits there and clips coupons on their bonds. They work very hard, and what you're trying to do is to cut their pensions at the same time as you're trying to cut their Social Security. And here's the dirty little secret. It harms the economy because middle class and working people are the engines of the economy, not the billionaires.
Oh, boy. We are on the same page there, my friend. In fact, the middle class working hard people who make over $250,000 a year running small business are going to get hurt the most. Let me bring it out to the panel.
Yes, they are middle class.
Go ahead, Kim.
Mark, you're always doing this. You're frustrating me and you're following me. You said this on my show. You have an obsession with billionaires. You're confusing the facts. You're busting on people who make over $250,000 and you say, oh, billionaires. They're not billionaires.
That's less than 2% of small businesses. How is the middle class 2%? I don't understand.
No, don't do this.
Only 2% of small businesses.
That's disingenuous. That's a Democratic, that's a liberal talking point. You're talking about 2 or 3% of people who make a lot of money. But listen to Paul Ryan today. 50% of the money earned over $250,000 a year, over $250,000, is by the small business owner.
That's
not my word.
On average, we're all rich.
Mark, Bo here. Listen, you got $25 billion old. State of California has a problem with $15 billion. The state of Illinois. What are we supposed to be doing? We giving some top money there? They tried to sell bonds. They can't do it. They got to straighten out their houses. They can't keep going to the federal government.
Hang on, Levine. Hang on. Go ahead.
Now, listen, that is I got to correct you. It is a true but deceptive figure that you keep floating on this. It is correct that if all you listen to me for
true
a second.
But deceptive.
Learn something. It's totally narrow. Seriously, it is correct that a big percentage of income taxes are paid by the richies, Kim's friends. But however, there are lots of other taxes that working and middle class people pay more than the rich people do. Payroll taxes, property taxes, sales taxes. Middle class people are supporting this economy.
Okay.
Quit dissing them.
Okay,
Great
first
idea.
of all,
Let's drop those.
Okay,
let's cut some of those
besides the fact that the federal government's broke and we don't have the money, how about this idea? Why don't you haul up the governors of California and New York and say to them, all right, we'll give you some cash, but you got to muzzle your unions, you got to slash your costs,
Ooh, how's that sound,
and put some
Levine?
strings
How's
on
that?
it.
There's an option. What do you want to do that?
Go ahead.
It's not the union's fault. Here's the thing. You know where California, Illinois, New Jersey's money's going? Let me tell you where it's going. Let me tell you where it's going. It's going to the red states. New Jersey, California, Illinois, all their money goes to Alaska and Mississippi. If the people of California could just keep their own money instead of giving it all the red states, then you know what? They wouldn't have to raise their taxes.
The stimulus was a bailout to the blue states.
Even the president, Mark, even your president, our president, has said we want to freeze the federal pension system there.
Us hardworking New Yorkers.
I'm tired of my people subsidizing your people. I'm tired.
We are. We're sending our hard-earned money, to all those square states out there. We're giving welfare to the middle part of the country.
The stimulus was a bailout to blue states. It was definitely not a bailout to the red states. And there was no accountability. They didn't have to show how they gave the money, how they doled it out to the unions.
Whatever happened to it, nothing. Exactly.
So Levine,
no, we got turtle paths. We got paths for turtles.
Let me ask Levine, what do we do? What do we do with California, who's $15 billion in the hole? Illinois, I'm sorry, California, $25 or $30 billion in the hole.
Here's what we do.
Raise some taxes, maybe.
Look, I know you want to cut taxes on the billionaires, but I'd rather that money go to California.
Don't dominate me. Just tell me what we do. How do we fix this?
How do we fix it? We do what Obama tried to do 2 years ago. We increase the stimulus package so the states don't have to suffer for recessionary problems.
With
the other
what
thing
money?
we do is we let the blue states keep more of their own cash, because right now New Jersey pays $1.50 for Mississippi's 50 cents. It's just not fair.
How about
Make
a fair
Mississippi
tax?
pay too.
Levine, how about a fair flat tax? What do you think of that?
How about the states
Yeah, I
get the
like
money
flat
back
tax.
that they gave the federal government, right?
Go ahead, say it again.
How about the states get the money back they give the federal government? I want everyone to look at the chart put out by the
I
Tax
have
Foundation.
no idea what you're talking. Can someone help me?
Yeah,
here?
Let me tell you what I'm talking
big,
about.
Big tax states like I'll explain. Big states like New York and California end up paying a lot more to the federal government than comes back to them from
Please.
Washington.
Please.
Those little states get a lot
Give
of
me a
extra.
break. How is this? Someone explain to me how California, which has tourism,
Oh,
it's
there
got
he is.
farming,
Oh,
it's got
a lot of rich
all
people. That's bad.
technology, it's got all the industries that we want thriving, and can't figure out a way to balance a budget.
They
in
tried-
$35
rich people
billion.
live
Hey,
in-
Mark,
live on the coast.
they tried to sell bonds over there. They tried to sell $10 billion of bonds in California. They were only able to sell $6 billion. My problem is it's like a business.
Yeah.
If it's not running right and you're losing money, what do you have to do? You have to cut your expenses.
One word, you asked how.
I'll tell you this.
Hold on,
the
hold on,
union.
hold on.
One
Go
word,
ahead.
you asked how the unions. And Mark, I'd love to know what you think about the federal government giving these states money, saying muzzle your unions, slash your costs, or no cash. Would you be for that?
No way.
No, because when you make poor people poorer, then you suddenly have breadlines and you have homeless people, and that costs more money. The rich have money to spend. Poor
are you
people, you've already
talking
soaked
about?
up
So you're
every
saying
last
all union
penny we
people
have.
are poor
We have nothing
people?
left.
That
They're
is just fallacious
hard-working,
reasoning.
middle-class
You're saying that
people.
all union people and union officials are poor people. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Come up with a
I'm
better
telling you that
answer.
unions represent hardworking middle-class people, and a lot of billionaires get their monies from trust
Stop
funds
with
and
the
investing.
billionaires. It's
Let me just tell you something.
You want to give
If
our
you-
money to billionaires.
No, but-
I want to bring it back home.
Levine, if
That's
you
all.
add in the unfunded liabilities, here's that third rail that you guys don't want to talk about. If you add in unfunded liabilities in California alone, that number could be $500 billion, $500 billion
Terrible.
that they're on the
Oh,
hook
my
for that
gosh.
they can't pay. If they had to pay up now, they
That
couldn't
is
do
a
it.
contract.
And
they need
technically,
to
Mark,
pay it.
and
And I'll tell you one
technically-
thing California can do is get rid of Prop 13.
Let me ask you
Because
this
what Prop
before we
13
go.
does.
Before we go.
Yeah.
Before we go, do you have your copy of the Constitution?
Of course I
Could
do.
you pull it
Absolutely.
out? Could you hold it up?
Oh, my
There you go.
Sure.
Hiding behind the Constitution again. You're going to have to leave that. As always, up next, the family with hundreds of Picassos.